becoming inspired, passionate, and improving your game. It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken from you, not by angels or by demons, heaven or hell. The paradigm of the unmotivated sounds like this. I'm totally unmotivated. The constant stress, the pressure, the burnout, and the strains at home and work, I just can't deal with it all. What's it all for? The paradigm of the inspired sounds like this. I've got something really worthwhile to work on. The things I do today have value and meaning. I know the contribution I want to make. I can visualize the legacy I want to leave. I'm doing what I do for a purpose. Most stressed out people have no sense of mission. They have trouble getting up in the morning because they're not motivated by what they're going to do that day. They have no inspiring end in mind, or if they once had it, they've lost sight of it in the day-to-day grind. Purpose and passion. Do you love Monday mornings or hate them? If you hate them, you're probably not living with real purpose. And when that happens, you're probably going to be lacking passion. That's stressful. You can change that. We are going to spend some time getting clear on your vision, on your primary purpose or purposes in life. We're going to help you discover your mission, to begin with the end in mind, and then start aligning your activities with your purpose. For just a moment, imagine this. You're a player on a basketball team or any other sport. Think for just a moment about why you might be playing on this team. If you're like most people, you probably have several reasons for playing. To win, to develop skills, to experience being on a team, to learn the game, to discipline yourself, to get in shape, to enjoy working with others toward a common goal, or maybe just to enjoy the game and play for the sheer fun of it. All of these are positive purposes for playing the game. Now, think of how the game would be for you if you didn't really have any purpose for playing. You just played, but you didn't really consider why. It sounds kind of pointless when you think about it. Why play the game if you don't have a purpose? It's like the archer who doesn't have a target. He's pretty much left to shoot in any direction, not knowing where it will end up. But the instant he puts up a target and zeroes in on the center, in other words, has meaning behind his actions, the likelihood that he hits the center, a precise location, skyrockets. With that in mind, I'd like you to pretend that your entire life from beginning to end is a game. It's a big game. It's an important game. But what if you don't have a target? If you don't have something that motivates you, if you don't have a reason for doing what you do, if you don't know your purpose, you're going to lack passion. You become uninspired, unmotivated, and unsuccessful. Stress is a natural byproduct. So, how can you become more inspired, passionate, motivated, and successful in your game of life? There are a few useful ways to find out your purpose for living. Probably the best is simply by asking yourself questions that reach deep into your most thoughtful parts and get to the heart of the matter. Questions that penetrate your soul. Here are some of those questions to help you discover the meaning and purposes of your life. What do I want out of the game? What would be the best way to have the game turn out? How do I want most of my days to look? What kind of player would I like others to say that I was while I played? How would things look for me if I win the game? What does it mean to win my game of life? How do I want to be remembered after I die? Considering everything, what is most important to me? What do I love more than anything? What are my highest priorities and values? Why do I feel I'm playing this game of life? What would I want my favorite people to say about me at my own funeral? When you answer these questions thoughtfully, you'll come up with several of your life purposes. If you don't take the time to go through this first step, you're much more likely to hit the proverbial midlife crisis. You will have climbed the ladder of success only to discover it's leaning against the wrong wall. This discovery process leans your ladder against the right wall. Think again about some of the purposes for playing basketball that I mentioned above: to improve, to win, to develop skills, etc. For each purpose, there are specific skills that you can develop that will increase your chances of arriving at your purpose. Once you figure out what your life is about, you can begin to investigate the skills required in order to see that happen. There are many ways to work on skills that will lead you in the direction of the purpose or purposes you have chosen for your life. Let's look at a couple of potential life purposes and see how this would work. Let's say that you feel that having inner peace is an important purpose for playing your game of life. You want to experience inner peace. And you feel that you will arrive at inner peace if you are able to forgive others, and also if you're able to find gratitude and contentment in the activities of your day. Forgiving and feeling grateful are skills or behaviors that you feel will bring inner peace. The skills of forgiving and being grateful are activities you can practice every day, all day long. You can accept others, free them from perceived past harms, and be grateful for every experience. In so doing, inner peace will be the natural outcome of regularly practicing those skills or behaviors. You will achieve inner peace as a natural consequence. Another example of a life purpose might be to grow, to expand. You might feel that this would make your life seem worthwhile and valuable if you are continually developing as a person. In order to experience this purpose, you might begin a learning program that gives you opportunities to discover new information and acquire knowledge. You might find role models who you admire as people who are expanding in their own lives and have discussions with them. You can practice growing and expanding by taking classes, going on expeditions, spending time with people you don't know very well. As you do these things, your life purpose of expanding will happen as a natural consequence. You'll feel fulfilled, inspired, motivated. And you can do this with any life purpose that you feel applies to you. It's that simple and powerful. A big reason many people do not love their jobs is because they feel they lack purpose. They believe their jobs are boring, meaningless, or mundane. By using the skills presented in these videos, is it possible that in every job you could feel inspired? Can you find more purpose and passion in your line of work? Customer service can be a place where a lot of people get burned out. Think of the angry customers, the frustration, the problems. What if the customer service agent recognized that she valued intellectual strength and service? Could she upgrade her thoughts to improve her passion in her work? What if she decided in the gap that each new customer was not a problem, but a new challenge? What if she focused on the idea that she has the power to help make people's lives better? Would that bring more purpose to her job? Would it be more motivating to go to work and do her best each day? How about someone who values friendship and creativity and is working in a fast food restaurant? He thinks that his job is boring and not fulfilling. What would happen if he upgraded his thoughts by inserting the following into the gap? What can I learn from the new people that I will meet today? I am grateful that I have made good friends at work and that I have money to pay for my creative hobbies. Wouldn't that change the way that every day unfolds for him? Just as with your thoughts, you're the one who decides your life's purposes, its meaning. You have the freedom to decide the skills you want to develop in order to fulfill your purpose. If you take some reflective time to ponder the importance and usefulness of having purpose and doing things that help arrive at that purpose, you'll find that every day is a good day, because the things you do will seem important. They will matter. And that feels really good. Do you ever feel like the pressure of life is like being swallowed up in an ocean, pounded by wave after wave? Find out how to change that in the next video, From Pressure to Priorities.